The Ouachita National Recreation Trail. Back in the early 1970s, construction of it began here at Lake Sylvia. It extends for 223 miles into Oklahoma. It is without a doubt the longest hiking trail in the natural state. And with us today are some of the folks who were involved in it from the get-go, friends of the Ouachita Trail. And today, they're going to take us on a section of it.
We moved to Arkansas in 2001, and we had spent time in California where there are wonderful trails and hikes. And one of the first clubs that I heard about when I moved into Hot Springs Village was the Ouachita Mountain Hikers. And I went on a short hike with them, and I was hooked. The Ouachita hikers do a hike on the Ouachita Trail once a month during hiking season, which is from September until June. And if you hike the trail each time the club hikes, in 3 years you will have completed the entire trail. And I set that as a goal for myself. And the more I hiked on this beautiful trail, the more I loved it. And we were hiking as Ouachita Mountain Hikers, and Chris and Jim Gifford, in fact, who is the president of Friends of the Ouachita Trail, talked after one of our hikers' Thursdays on the trail. And they said to each other, "Oh, this trail is in terrible condition. They ought to do something about it." And they talked a little more and realized we who use the trail are they, and that we wanted to give back to the trail. And from there, the idea of Friends of the Ouachita Trail came about. Then we thought about the acronym FOOT, perfect. So before we knew it, we had a meeting with the Forest Service. They thought it was a wonderful idea, and we've been in collaboration with them since 2005, actually. We became a formal organization, and we're now a 501c3, and my job is to recruit adopters for sections of the trail, and Chris is the vice president of maintenance, and she kind of orchestrates all the maintenance that goes on the trail.
Well-built trail shelters are spaced about every 10 miles, which hikers can use for either rest or overnight stays.
I think it's great. I mean, it's a good experience to have, and it's cheap, so going hiking with your friends is always a good thing to do, and to get a better scenery of Arkansas, it's always a great experience.
That's right, enjoying the outdoors in the natural state.
That's right, absolutely.
So far I like it. I've only been on it for a couple hours. Started off Highway 9. Real cool. Done a little backpacking before, but this is my first time really staying the night. And we're gonna try to get to Lake Sylvia and maybe go a little further.
Great. It's an adventure.
Yeah.
Probably one man who knows more about the Ouachita National Recreation Trail than anyone else is Jim Rollins, who's hiked in 47 states and in the mid-1980s wrote a hiker's guidebook about the trail.
Right on top of my bird.
Well, the Ouachita, Arkansas has got its own uniqueness to me, similar to Tennessee, Missouri, but a whole lot different from Texas. But and the Ouachita is different from the Ozarks in the rock terrain, the forestry, and there's a peacefulness here that you don't find in a lot of other places. You find peacefulness, but it's a different kind. like the big waterfalls, the big mountains in the Rockies. But in Arkansas, like this trail, it's just a peaceful place. It's like a Sunday afternoon hike. Some of them are hard hikes, but it's more like a walk in the woods than a hard journey. You know what I mean?
Any particular section that you personally like?
Yeah, there are two. There are two that are special. And both are wilderness areas. There's the flat-side wilderness just west of here, and real easy to get to from Little Rock. And then there's another wilderness area in Oklahoma, the Calmeche River wilderness. And one reason they're special is that they've been set aside, have been for a long time, so there's been no clear cutting, no forestry practices. It's just, the land has just been allowed to stay natural. The streams are clear. You probably shouldn't drink the water out of the stream, but if you did, you'd probably be all right. It's that pristine. So those two are my favorites.
Most of the Ouachita National Recreation Trail is, of course, within the Ouachita National Forest, with the exception of 32 miles, which extend to Pinnacle Mountain State Park west of Little Rock. "137 miles of the Ouachita Trail is open to mountain bikers as well, and with elevations ranging from 600 to 2,600 feet as the trail passes through forested mountains, valleys, clear-running streams, lakes, it really is an Arkansas treasure.
It's really beautiful. We've only been hiking for about an hour, but I really like it. I'm excited about camping out tonight.
Great, and it's the perfect time of the year.
It is, it's not too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beats being out here when it's 95, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Here in the Ouachita Mountains in West Arkansas near Mount Ida, people come from far and near in search of something like this. Because the only other two places on Earth where you can find this is in Madagascar and Brazil.
There's 40 acres up here. So once you turn over a rock and it has crystals on it, you'll know what types of rocks to look at specifically. And I encourage you to move around, experiment a little bit. You're looking for this is what this mine is known for, these real clear crystals. There's millions of them up here.
Ooh, look at this one. This one's small, but look at it. Ooh.
That's cool.
Ooh.
It was in 1979 when Richard Wagner came to Mount Ida to his undeveloped property and began discovering gleaming quartz crystals in the trenches along the mountainside.
Walking around my property, you know, and discovered crystals up on the mountainside and thought they were beautiful, and busy building a house place, so I kind of put it in the back burner for a while, and then I did a little research, you know, about the market, and crystals are in demand all over the world. So I thought it's something I should pursue. I studied mineralogy and mining, and it just really turned out to be a fascinating business. So here we are 30 years later and having fun, and you know, I love it. And that was great.
And the whole thing, that what your philosophy is like people are doing right now. You let them enjoy it, let them see how unique this area is and how unique these quartz crystals are here.
Yeah, it's fascinating. You know, the people come out from all over. We have people here from Louisiana and Ohio and, you know, Chicago, all over right now, walking around the mine, and they actually find crystals people have never seen before. They're discovering it and having the experience together as a family It's our state mineral, so it's a great souvenir for them to take home and tell the stories when they get back home of what they discovered. Yeah.
Now you also have something here we'll have shots of are the phantom crystals.
Right, that's another mine location. So we have different mines around the area, and this mine produces primarily clear crystals, called the Crystal Forest mine. And then about 3 miles from here, we have another location called our phantom mine, and it produces clear crystals with a manganese inclusion. And what it represents is the smaller crystal, hundreds of millions of years ago. And then now you see it's trapped inside of a clear layer of the larger crystal that's formed since then. It's fascinating.
Not too many of those around in the world.
That's right, that's right. Yeah, it's really a special location, so those are in museums and private collections all over the world right now. Yeah, we really enjoy it. It's really a unique opportunity for us to collect, and it's a lot of fun for us.
Cassie, here's a black crystal. Yes,
That was a nice one, Arthur.
We actually were just looking for warm weather, so we decided to go for a road trip and head from Chicago. We went through St. Louis, there was a blizzard, so we kept going south. So it truly is exploring Arkansas. So we ended up in Branson, and then we wanted to head towards Hot Springs. And my little guy over there, is studying rocks in school, so we promised him to go mining for crystals or diamonds, and we ended up at, we went to look at one of the Mountain Harbor, I believe, and a gentleman, we asked for a suggestion, and he said this was the place to go. So we just kind of followed his directions and ended up here. We thought we would be the only ones here because it was kind of all the back roads. And we've been having this is kind of how we travel. We just kind of get in the car and go and see where we end up.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Show us what you got here. Show us your bucket.
This much.
Oh, look at there. Look at there. Yeah, you get those cleaned up. Yeah, you take them back home. Your friends are going to be jealous, huh?
And I went to the shop and I got a little area head.
Yeah?
I'm probably going to trick my cousin.
You're having a good day here.
I don't think he has even had Somebody gave me this crystal. Sarah, somebody gave me this. She gave me a crystal. Whoa. Sarah, look, somebody gave me this.
Pretty soon, you know.
Wow, it's pretty, isn't it?
Need to find a bigger one than that. In the 10,000 square foot gallery at Wagner Crystal Mines, you can see up close the museum pieces that have been collected, and some are just short of being simply amazing. Here at Mountain Harbor Resort along Lake Ouachita near Mount Ida, you can of course see the lake by boat, or you can try a different way, and that's by horseback. So we're gonna take you along with us. Ray, head them up and move them out.
Okay.
Shoving off on my horse Dorado, we embarked on quite the scenic trail ride through the Ouachita Mountains that would eventually take us to some wonderful vistas of Lake Ouachita.
We strive for family. All ages can ride, starting from ages 2 to 92. I mean, there's no break in between. We strive 6 and older can ride by themselves. Ages 5 and under, little smaller kids and stuff can ride with an adult, and they're free of charge, of course. So we try to get the whole family kind of deal to come out here. And we do give all our kids, youngsters, one-on-one instructions when we put them up on their horses. And of course, everybody else gets, but they get a one-on-one, the smaller ones. And we put them directly with our guides. So the guides are there to kind of help them along. They're trained to take care of them like that. The trail itself is going to take between 50 minutes to an hour, just depending on the amount of people on the ride, of course. They're all wooded trails. They'll take you through the Ouachita Forest area right here, and they'll actually take you up above Lake Ouachita, where you get some great views coming from it by horseback. It's real nice. People really enjoy the views from Lake Ouachita. As you know, we got a lot of pretty different types of views coming from horseback. We're open, as a rule, we open up spring break, starts normally around the first part of March. First weekend of March we open up, and through October is normally a lot of honeymooners and stuff. We get a bunch of those in spring and in the month of October. And then of course Thanksgiving weekend is always a very important weekend for us. We get a lot of people, that's our last weekend open for the season. And we typically fill up for that weekend and that. So yeah, it's an all family thing. You don't need no experience to come out here. We try to have our horses trained pretty good. And as a rule, we strive safety. Safety is a very important part of me. I've been in this business for 23 years. Started when I was 16 years old myself in the first stable business. And so yes, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun.
And I guess you get quite a few folks from out of state.
We do. Actually, all our states around us we're well known. You know, they come to the lake in areas like this. We'll come into hot springs and that, and so we do get a lot of business from out of state.
I see you're passing it down to your son over there. He's anxiously awaiting to get started.
yeah, he's part of what you call born into it. You know. We have a son, Travis, which is 17 right now. He started when he was just a couple years old, being on his own horse. And of course, we spaced it a few years apart, and little Dakota's 4 now, and he rides all by himself. You know, so. All right, folks, we'll get down here to the bottom. We got a little bit of water. A mud area with a little soft area we're going to be riding through. Just got to pull back on your reins so your horse walks through nice and easy.
Reservations aren't required during the summer months from June through August, but they are required in the spring from March through May, and in the fall from September through November.
And it's a wonderful day here at Mountain Harbor Resort as the end of another trail ride and the end of another beautiful day. It was considered the greatest real estate deal of all time, at less than 3 cents per acre, the Louisiana Purchase of 1815. And it all began in a swamp in East Arkansas, south of Brinkley. And this marker marks the initial point of the survey. It is a National Historic Landmark, and it's also the beginning of the opening of the American West.
The Louisiana Purchase added an additional 830,000 square miles to the United States, and President Thomas Jefferson was very interested in this new land, so he sent several expeditions into the territory, including Hunter and Dunbar and Lewis and Clark. Results of their findings stimulated interest in the region, its resources, and its wildlife. For more than 100 years, this initial survey point of the Louisiana Purchase went unnoticed until the Phillips and Lee County lines were resurveyed in 1921. Surveyors discovered 2 trees marked as witness trees to initiate the survey of the territory. The significance of the finding was recognized by the Daughters of the American Revolution of Mariana, and in 1926, they dedicated this marker in commemoration of the U.S. acquisition of the Louisiana Territory. A barrier-free boardwalk meanders through the swamp to this granite marker. Along the way, informational plaques provide all sorts of detail about the history of this National Historic Landmark, along with information regarding the unique habitat. This swamp is what's referred to as a headwater swamp, a vanishing natural environment once common in the Mid-South. A headwater swamp seldom floods deeply, yet rarely dries up. And because of these unique conditions, unusual plant and animal species thrive here. This habitat was once common in eastern Arkansas before intensive land reclamation, when swamps were drained and cleared. In 1977, the Arkansas Natural Heritage Commission recognized the area's natural value, adding it to the Registry of Arkansas Natural Areas. And so, this small remnant of an ecological system is preserved for generations to come, and for the plants and animals that live only here.
So take a tour for yourself of the Louisiana Purchase Historic State Park in East Arkansas. And for more on this destination, plus many of our others, and to order a copy of an episode, visit our website, aetn.org/exploringarkansas. And we'll see you again the next time for another exciting adventure on Exploring Arkansas.